Good afternoon and welcome to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9, where every local story starts here. I'm Gwendolyn Morton. Well, the Madison County EMS gains a new prestigious accreditation, and the KSP, they need your help in locating a man who didn't show up for court. But first, a Lancaster man, Gregory Sine, is now facing multiple charges, including receiving stolen property after Kentucky State Police were called to a disturbance Tuesday evening in Richmond. During the investigation, troopers confirmed the vehicle driven by Sine was reported as stolen, and during the arrest, Sine allegedly tried to dump a substance believed to be methamphetamine. He is lodged in the Madison County Detention Center. Sine now faces multiple charges, including receiving stolen property, first degree, possession of a controlled substance, methamphetamine, and operating a motor vehicle under the influence. Second offense, tampering with physical evidence, failure to wear a seatbelt, operating on a suspended license, and menacing. The Madison County EMS has become one of the only 3 accredited services in the state of Kentucky. The Commission for Accreditation of Ambulance Services, CAAS, recognized the Madison County EMS for compliance with the National Standard of Excellence. The EMS completed the review process that included an on-site review as well as an application process. The Madison County EMS joins the ranks of only 180 other ambulance services nationwide to complete and be recognized by the CAAS. Well, the Kentucky State Police Post 11 London is actively attempting to locate a Perry County man who failed to appear in court this morning. Alfred D. Francis, age 39, of Bullen, Kentucky, was scheduled to appear in Clay County Circuit Court for a trial stemming from a fatal collision that occurred in April of 2019 in Clay County. Mr. Francis failed to appear to court, and warrants have been issued for his arrest. Francis is described as a white male, 6 foot tall, approximately 220 pounds, with short black hair. Francis is from the Bullen area of Perry County. The case remains under investigation by Trooper Jared Smith. Anyone with information on the potential whereabouts of Alfred Francis is urged to contact the Kentucky State Police Post 11 London. That phone number is 606-878-6622. You can also call 911 or contact the Kentucky State Police Post 13. That is the Hazard Post. Well, earlier this week, a Berea police officer responded to a call at a flea market regarding a male and female suspect shoplifting. Upon making contact with a caller, a witness advised police that she observed 2 individuals allegedly concealing items on themselves. Contact was made with the male subject, who was identified as 30-year-old Shane Maxwell. Dispatch advised officers that Maxwell had a warrant out for his arrest. According to the citation, a witness further advised police that Maxwell took about $50 worth of items and popped a $30 lock with a screwdriver to get other items he had planned to steal. Police report Maxwell began screaming and yelling, obscenities causing a disturbance. Maxwell refused to quiet down and, according to the citation, threatened to kick an officer in the posterior. Maxwell was lodged in the Madison County Detention Center on charges of shoplifting, disorderly conduct, and criminal mischief 3rd degree, as well as menacing. Well, the Laurel County Sheriff's Office is asking for your help. They're looking for a missing juvenile. Brooklyn Hensley, age 14, was last seen off Johnson Road about 6 miles east of London on 9/25/2022. That was about 11:50 in the morning. Brooklyn has not been seen since. She has black dyed shoulder-length hair, a nose ring. She was wearing black pants, a black shirt. Anyone who knows her whereabouts, or they're asking to contact the Laurel County Sheriff's Office, 606-864-6600. Laurel Sheriff's Deputy Greg Pointer is the investigating officer. Again, that's Brooklyn Hensley, age 14 in Laurel County. Well, do you have some junk you need to get rid of? This is the weekend to do it. It's the Tox Away Day in Madison County. Household hazardous waste collection will be taken to the Madison County residents. They may dispose of household hazardous waste on October 1st from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's at Madison County Road Department South, located at 208 Clarksville Lane. That's off US 25 in Berea. Items that are accepted for this Tox Away Day are batteries, electronics, spray paint, oil-based paints, solvents and cleaners, pesticides and fertilizers, automotive products, fluorescent light bulbs, and mercury-containing equipment. The items that will not be accepted at this Tox Away Day are tires, explosive, latex paints, appliances, scrap metal, ammunition, smoke detectors, radioactive material, foam insulation systems. If you have any questions about what is accepted at this Tox Away Day, you're asked to contact the Solid Waste Department, 859-624-4709. Well, Heather Adkins, the Indiana woman accused of abandoning her 5-year-old autistic nonverbal son, was sentenced Wednesday to 6 months of mental health and substance abuse treatment at the River City Correctional Facility in Camp Washington, followed by a 3-year probationary period. Atkins also required to continue staying away from her child. Atkins was arrested in Kentucky on an unrelated charge and extradited back to Ohio, where she left that child. She is no longer allowed to see the child. This past Sunday, 66-year-old Patricia Stamper was reportedly transported to Baptist Health in reference to a blood draw related to a DUI. Stamper, however, allegedly refused to consent to the blood draw. A search warrant was then petitioned for and signed to obtain a blood sample. According to the citation, Stamper continued to refuse, and while inside the emergency room, she allegedly began to scream and yell obscenities while also threatening to assault officers and nurses. Reportedly, Stamper had to be restrained and start the blood draw. During the procedure, it was also reported that Stamper started thrashing around and causing the needle to pull out and make Stamper begin to bleed. Stamper also allegedly assaulted a security guard by calling him a racial slur. The security refused to press charges. Stamper was arrested and lodged in the Madison County Detention Center. With that, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to be right back. We've got more news, we've got weather, we've got sports right here on WBON Live at 5.
Man Chrysler in Richmond is Truck Town, USA. New trucks, used trucks, little trucks, big trucks, short trucks, long trucks. Hey, that's not a truck. Work trucks and fancy trucks. Who says you can't get a truck? Come on down to Man Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Richmond for your best deal today. Truck Town, USA.
Fayette County Corrections is seeking employees who want to work now, and they are ready and willing to help you get started today.
When you first come here, you'll be with me for 5 weeks, and we will teach you the book work, which consists of PowerPoints, some physical activity.
Working at the Fayette Corrections facility is a job you can be proud of.
When I leave at home, I will tell my kids that, hey, I'm going to work to keep the bad guys in so you all be safe on the outside.
Apply today at lexingtonky.gov/correctionsjobs.
You may think the only way to pay for a nursing home is to spend down your life savings or sell your home. Elder Law Lexington can protect your home and life savings through a comprehensive plan so you can qualify for Medicaid. When there's a plan in place, you can rest assured knowing your estate is handled and your family is covered. Give them a call at 888-4-ELDER-LAW or go to elderlawlexington.com. Their Berea office is now open for your convenience.
Do you have dripping registers like this? Drywall issues like this? High humidity can cause a very uncomfortable and sometimes damaging environment. It doesn't matter the age of your system. Improper installation and sizing are the failure. Here at Madison HVAC, we look at your home as a complete system, not just the pieces of equipment attached to your house. Give us a call today at 859-625-1471 so we can provide your solution. And remember, we fix that too.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop's Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cub Cadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop's Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond.
We can't wait to see you.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. I'm going to tell you, it's a little bit cool out there for my liking today, and it was very cool again this morning. We've got meteorologist Todd Nelson in the Weather Center. He's going to let us know what to expect tomorrow and for the weekend.
Thanks, Gwendolyn, and welcome back to the Madison HVAC Weather Center. Enjoy tonight and tomorrow, because heading into the weekend, we're going to have some inclement weather moving in as the remnant precipitation from Ian slides into eastern Kentucky. We'll have more on that in a second. But tonight at 6 p.m., mid-60s, and then falling into the 40s as we approach midnight. So a very quiet night ahead, a little bit chilly tomorrow morning. A sunny and cooler than average day tomorrow, last day of September, and then this upcoming weekend, we're going to have some rain from the remnants of Ian. 71 tomorrow. We might be on the order of a half an inch to an inch closer to Richmond, so that's what we'll be watching for. Again, the clouds will continue to thicken up through the day Friday, and it's Friday night that we start to see some of the showers push in. And as this rainfall moves through, it will be a bit on the breezy side. So scattered showers Saturday and Sunday, and maybe even into Monday before the storm finally moves off to the east. But 42 tonight, it will be a bit on the chilly side tomorrow morning. Sunshine with increasing clouds into the afternoon. Again, we should hold off on that rainfall until Friday night. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, cool, breezy, and a little bit showery. And then Gwendolyn, as you notice, we're going to be drying out and warming up later next week.
Thanks, Todd. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Well, the winter months pose a serious risk to the homeless population, and one local nonprofit group is doing what they can to provide shelter to those without a home in Madison County area. With one on this story, here's WBON's Gage Hill.
With the central part of Kentucky already feeling the cooler temperatures, many are bundling up and turning up the heat. However, some Kentuckians are not fortunate enough to have that luxury. In Berea, the Room in the Inn is already preparing to support as many homeless citizens as they can ahead of the winter months. Room in the Inn is a national model which began in Nashville. It has since been adopted by numerous cities as a way to provide resources for the unhoused populations. Room in the Inn Berea started in 2018 as a collaboration between a group of concerned residents and local churches.
The way that Gritty and Berea started is that folks from Berea who were concerned about the plight of the homeless and got together and asked the churches to create a model where they provided room and shelter and food and community for people who would stay. We had 4 or 5 churches, maybe 6, that participated and provided opportunities for people to stay. And we had lots of volunteers who would come in and make meals for them.
Chair of the board for Room in the Inn Berea, Dennis Jacobs, tells us that housing and feeding the number of homeless people they've seen in the past requires dozens of volunteers and tens of thousands of dollars. The upcoming Compassionate Gala Night seeks to raise funds for the seasonal emergency shelter in Berea. Tickets are currently being sold to the event, which will take place at Churchill's at 100 Churchill Drive.
It's October the 8th at 6 p.m. at Churchill and Company. We are giving people an opportunity to buy a seat and hear a speaker. We're going to have Rufus Friday from the Hope Center is going to speak. We're going to have Masalas. And we're going to have a jazz songstress, the Laura Bost Trio. So we're really excited about doing this. It's being done entirely with volunteers, and we have a lead group that is providing the money to make sure we have the food and the music, and Churchill and Company is providing the venue at no cost.
Jacob says that even if you aren't able to attend the event, that donations are still welcome through their PayPal account or by check. He adds that the group is also looking for business sponsorships to help support them during their active season. For WBON TV Channel 9, I'm Gage Hill.
Thanks, Gage. What a great story and a great event coming up to help room in the inn. We're going to take a quick break, but then we've got Michael Watkins. EKU football is back in action in Richmond, and he's going to tell you all about it in the next segment.
Check out Richmond's second annual Millstone Festival this October 1st. Hang out downtown, listen to live music, shop with local vendors, or chow down at one of the many food trucks starting at 11 a.m. and ending at 10 p.m. You'll have the whole day to listen to bands like Rags to Riches, Vintage Voodoo, and Grayson Jenkins. With a cruise-in car show and a time capsule ceremony, there's plenty to do this year at the second annual Millstone Festival.
At Fast Flow Plumbing, you aren't sending your money to Texas and Florida to the big corporate plumbing companies. We're local, and that allows us to invest in the latest technologies like Permaliner for no-dig sewer replacements, which we warranty for 20 years. Fast Flow is the future of plumbing. Don't destroy your landscaping and finished basement because a plumber tells you he has to replace your sewer. Keep your home beautiful. Call a local pro at Fast Flow.
Choose Mercy Health, Markham and Wallace Hospital for your health care. Consider having your preventative care such as a CT lung screening, a mammogram, or a colonoscopy at Markham and Wallace Hospital. You can feel safe to come to the hospital campus. Following CDC guidelines, our care team is doing everything possible to ensure your safety and well-being. For more information about Markham and Wallace Hospital, call 606-723-2115 or visit mercy.com.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond can energize you when your batteries fade out. They can also cut and make most home and automobile keys, replace and program key fobs, and make copies of your house keys. Plus, cell phone screen repair. Bring in your Apple or Samsung today. We are your home for all batteries. Go see Chris at Batteries Unlimited, Commercial Drive in Richmond.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
If you love Western movies and shows, if you love the stories about the men and women who won the West,
then tune in on Saturday nights at 8 p.m.
right here on Richmond's very own
WBON Channel 9.
Brought to you by Man Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram on the bypass in Richmond.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. EKU football is back in action in Richmond this Saturday with the annual Hall of Fame game. Tickets are on sale at EKUsports.com or by calling the ticket office. With the details on the game and a preview, here's Michael Watkins with today's sports update.
Winning at home has always been important for EKU football and for most football teams as well. And after winning their first home game 2 weeks ago, the Colonels now return home to face Southern Utah, with that game following a loss to Austin Peay last Saturday. That loss not only dropped the Colonels in the polls, but it also took EKU out of the driver's seat in controlling their own destiny in an FCS automatic playoff berth. This will be the first ever meeting between EKU and Southern Utah, the school where current Director of Athletics Matt Rohn played his college ball. As the Colonels get ready for their second home game of the season, Coach Wells talked about the importance of winning at home and protecting CG Bank Field at Roy Kidd Stadium.
Well, I think it's always important to win at home, and I think you want to go undefeated at home. You know, that's something a lot of people talk about. That's something that we talk about. I mean, it's important because, you know, your home fans, you're where you're comfortable, you're where you're used to your routine, you're where you're used to everything. So no disrespect to anybody, but we need to get it back in the win column. I mean, we're 2-2. It's not like we're you know, sitting here in desperation mode. I mean, it's 2-2, and there's a lot of football left to be played, just like I told our team Saturday night. Well, now we don't control our destiny right now in the ASUN, but we do control our destiny as far as, you know, do we want to go to the playoffs? Do we want to do things that we need to do? And do we want to give ourselves an opportunity maybe to be in the ASUN hunt at the end of the year? I mean, that was the first ASUN game ever, technically. So I think we got plenty of time to be the team that I think we can be, and I think everybody thinks we can be. But we got to understand, when you're on that, you know, climbing is hard to do, and people are going to have targets on you when you beat a team like Bowling Green, and when you're coming in ranked, and when you're doing those things, and you have to commit to being that team, and commit to being the people that it takes to play well in those games, and everybody's going to give you your best shot.
Running back Braden Sloan, who played his high school ball at Wayne County just up the road from Richmond, leads the Colonels in rushing with 199 yards. And he too spoke about the excitement of playing in front of the home crowd again and the importance of keeping the momentum going for the program.
You know, it's real important to win at home. You know, like Coach said, just winning at home, trying to go undefeated. You know, you always talk about Roy Kidd Stadium and how significant, you know, just like the historic part of that is, and just coming in and protecting our home turf. And like you said, the crowd was electric. And in the last game, I forgot, maybe what was it, 16, 17,000 people. You know, just we feel that, and we kind of feed off that to a certain extent, and that just really helps us.
EKU versus Southern Utah is currently set to kick off at 6 p.m., but the potential lingering impact of Hurricane Ian might have an effect on the start time of the game. Join us live on WBON TV and the flagship station for Colonel Sports 100.7 The Coyote for the official EKU tailgate show 90 minutes before kickoff. And the numbers are out for the Mad Pink volleyball game from Tuesday night, and between the two schools, $4,700 was raised that night for the American Cancer Society. There is still time to get involved if you would like to donate as well. On the WBON TV Facebook page, we have shared a link where you can donate through the month of October. For WBON TV Sports, I'm Michael Watkins.
Thanks, Michael. And speaking of EKU football, EKU's homecoming date will be temporarily bringing back an old Richmond classic. The Family Dog Club is set to host a block party event on Friday night before EKU's homecoming this year, as it has been 22 years since the dog closed its doors to the public. Still an iconic picture spot in town, the dog will be opened back up for one more night to allow people to come relive the good club memories from the 70s, 80s, and beyond. Many old bar staff and past colonels will be there. You can expect live music and cold drinks, just like the good old days. Along with that, there will be great food from local food trucks. For more information, you can visit homecoming.eku/block party. That is for sure a blast from the past right there. With that, we're going to take another quick break. We'll be right back. More news coming up after this.
Whether you're in the market for a brand new Chevrolet, you're looking for a pre-owned quality vehicle, or your family car is in need of service by our GM certified technician, Jack Burford has what you need. Come to Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond for all of your automotive needs. Family owned and operated since 1964, Jack Burford Chevrolet is your hometown Chevrolet dealership. Check us out at jackburford.com or come in and see us today. We are located on the EKU bypass across the street from Walmart.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo,
I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Jerry Goebel in Richmond today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best margaritas and fajitas in town. Doesn't a huge 32-ounce ice-cold beer sound great? Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we value our patient relationships, making it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. We offer patients single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from implants, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. For your next dental appointment and for more details on lip filler and Dysport specials, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Citizens Guaranty Bank makes banking on the go a breeze. Banking on the go has never been easier with options like balance inquiries, make payments from any mobile device, transfer funds between accounts, activate or deactivate a card with just a tap. And with mobile checking deposit, you can deposit checks straight into your eligible checking account using your iPhone, iPad, or Android device. Take advantage of all these fast, convenient, and secure services of Citizens Guaranty Bank. Mobile carrier charges and rules and restrictions may apply. See bank for details. Citizens Guaranty Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Orthopedic and Sport Physical Therapy will help guide you on your road to recovery.
It is our mindset, a spirit driven to excellence to help people heal faster and better.
If you have pain or an injury, or you need experts in sports medicine, Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy is your best choice in rehabilitation, and you have direct access.
In most cases, you do not need a referral to any of our 7 locations serving the region.
Just give OSPTKY a call. Visit our website at osptky.com to find the location nearest you.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. We've got a traffic note to tell you about so you don't get caught up in that. Drivers who use portions of Main Street in Jackson will have to find another route for the next several days as daytime closures of the road are planned for underground utility repair. The Kentucky 3068 section of Main Street will be closed between mile markers .25 and .47 due to the work on the sewer line renovation project. The road will be closed today and is expected to be closed until Friday, October the 7th. The road will be closed from 7:30 a.m. till 5 p.m. each day. Alternate routes, Kentucky drivers can use 1812 Washington Avenue, or they can go to Kentucky 15 to bypass the closed portion of Main Street. Again, that's Main Street in Jackson. Well, today is National Coffee Day, and to help celebrate, the Madison County Library is going to be having a little fun this weekend. You can join them to celebrate International Coffee Day as they learn different brewing techniques and sample a variety of different coffees. That's coming up this Saturday, October 1st. It's at the Richmond location from 1 to 2 p.m. at the Berea location from 4 to 5 p.m. It's an adult program. All are welcome. Go on out and learn more about coffee and coffee brewing and have some fun with tasting that. Thanks so much for joining us today. We'll be right back here tomorrow live at 5. Have a great afternoon.